Hi, welcome to Beam TV East Alabama Highlight. I'm Loretta Rose, show host with Beam TV, and on today's show, I am excited to share with you some local champions. We have Central High School girls flag football team, state champions, and they're going to tell you about their recent win. And also we have their coach, Coach Mitchell Holt. Stick around, we're going to get a chance to talk with them. You're watching here on Beam TV. Hi, I'm Loretta Rose, talk show host with Beam Channel 7, and on today we're bringing you an East Alabama highlight, and these ladies are from Central High School. They are with the girls flag football team, and also they are state champion. Welcome, welcome, welcome.
Thank you for having us.
We're so excited. First of all, I want to say congratulations, and before we talk about your win, we would like for everyone to know who you are. First and last name. We're going to start with the coach.
Mitchell Holt, flag football coach.
Wow.
Driver's ed teacher, softball coach.
Oh, wow. How long you been educating at Central High School?
This is my 20th year at Central.
Amazing. You're going to learn more about Coach Mitchell as well. Tell us your first and last name.
Allison Supan. I'm a junior running back, middle linebacker.
Whoa, I love it.
I'm Colby Cook and I'm a sophomore.
Awesome.
I'm Ryan Harrison and I'm a sophomore.
Wow, wow. Well, congratulations. You all are the voice for the entire team. Coach, I didn't even know we had girls flag football, first of all, in our area.
That's fine.
So how long this has been established? How long it's been established and how did it get evolved?
This is our third year. It started off, at first it was going to be like a club sport, and Coach Tammy Taylor and Emily Bars were the first coaches, and then the state came in and they had to go through 3 years of kind of temporary to figure out if it's going to become a sport, judging by the popularity and stuff. So this is year 3. The first year, the state took it. They weren't sure they were going to have a playoff or anything, and then as the season went on, they decided to have a playoff, and they paired it with the Super 7 with the guys. And it was successful, and then year 2 saw growth, and then in year 3, which is this season, I think we're up near 80, 90 teams throughout the state. So they divided up in 2 divisions, and in our 4th year, which will be in next fall, it'll actually be a sanctioned sport because of how popular it's been. So it's 3 years, and Coach Emily Bars and Coach Tammy Taylor were the first coaches to get it started, and then in year 2, Coach Taylor is still with us, and myself, Coach Griggs, Coach Jackson came out to coach year 2, and then we added Brent Bell this year to help out.
Amazing.
Yes,
So how many players?
This year we carried 27, and that was our varsity and our B team JV. Last year we were like at 35, but we had to come down a little bit from that number. So we settled around mid-20s is good for 2 teams. And we hope next year we'll have a true JV and a true varsity because it'll be a sanctioned sport. So anywhere 25 to 30 kids is what we're trying to keep.
Amazing. Wow. And the progression over the last couple years, what have you seen as a coach?
My first year was last year, and I had a lot of first year players. We had a 8 to 10 kids that had played the year before. But the biggest thing is the first practice I'll never forget, our senior last year, Haley Jernigan, she was playing center, and she wanted to know if she gets to rush the quarterback. I said, those things, it's not the same position, Haley. I said, so we had to explain to them all the positions, the responsibilities of all the positions, and we look back on those first few practices and now how far they've come as far as their knowledge of the game. They're great athletes, first and foremost, but to understand football, a sport they had never played before in their life, most of them, it was a learning process, and it's very rewarding to teach them something brand new. And the competitors, and they're eager to learn. They want to, figure things out. They don't like losing. And just the biggest thing is their knowledge of the game changed so much from year 1 to year 2 for a lot of them. That was a big difference for us this year, was just how well they understood the game and how quickly they would grasp concepts, defense, and things like that. Last year, we were learning. There was a lot of things we didn't know, and then this year, they pick up on it faster than some of those coaches.
Was this your first year playing, or have you all played prior to this year?
This was my second year playing.
Second year?
This was my first one.
For hers?
This was my second.
Wow. So I want to know, for the ladies, how was the experience? I mean, you all are state champion. Girls flag football, inaugural team here in this city, Phoenix City, Central High School. You're like, you've made history already.
Mm-hmm.
How was that experience for you ladies?
It felt amazing because knowing that we were the first female team besides golf to win like a state championship, it was awesome because that's always been my dream since I was a little girl. I was gonna hope to win one in softball, which I think we will, but to win one for flag football is even better because most people don't get the opportunity to play for a flag football state championship in Bryan.
Amazing. Exactly. And that's where they play. Wow. That is amazing. I was going to ask you all, how was that experience to play at the Roll Tide Alabama Stadium? And that's where you all played. That's amazing.
It just, playing in the stadium, it was more like, it was a dream to like go and play state champion in the state championship, but after we won, it turned the dream into reality.
Wow.
And it was just a very like, so surreal moment, and it was like just unbelievable.
Yes, amazing. How about you?
Yes, first stepping out on the field, it was like we were looking out on all the stands and just imagining we would always watch them on TV, and now we're going to be on the field playing.
Amazing. I love it. So, the ladies, are we juniors, seniors, sophomores?
Junior.
I'm a sophomore. I'm a sophomore.
Amazing. So, Coach, prior to this, you were a softball coach for how many years?
Head coach, this will be my 8th year as head coach of softball. I was assistant 6 or 7 years.
Wow.
And a lot of the kids that composed this team played softball. And I, kind of knew their athleticism and, their competitiveness. And part of taking the head coaching job was to bring them with us, to bring some of the best athletes in the school. And we were able to add soccer players and kids that run track and basketball. So it was almost like a melting pot for our school, for all the athletes in our school. And we were very blessed at Central to have a lot of athletes. And to bring them all together for one sport was really neat because, they see each other in the hall, they don't really talk, softball and soccer and basketball, they know of each other, but to bring them together for one sport was really cool. And that's where I've already asked them who's some more players that we can get for the 24 team next year to keep it growing. But it was, it's really awesome to have them all out there.
Amazing. And also, we're going to give a shout out to Central High School boys football team as well, because you all had a double win. The ladies played earlier that day, right? And you all won, and then the guys played and won as well. So salute to Central High School. We are super proud of you. So as a coach, what it takes to prepare for something like this, or state championship? I mean, because I know you all, it's obvious your preparation, that you all, in all the work you put in, it paid off with the win.
You got to treat it like any other game. You can tell the girls that it's just another game. You can say it to yourself, it's just another game. But the truth is, it's not just another game. They know that. And early on in the game, in the championship game, there were nerves. And both teams are going to have those nerves. But we were able to work through ours pretty quickly. And we had tunnel vision, is what I called it early on. We could only see what was right in front of us. We couldn't see the big picture. And once Allie and Garrett started seeing the whole field on offense, we were able to take off from there. Our defense was what they had been all year, spectacular. We averaged giving up 4 points a game. Our varsity starters, a only had 3 teams score on them all year. They gave up right at 2 points a game. So we knew our defense would keep us in it till the nerves kind of went away. And then once they went away, they were just out there playing. You know, it was just flag football just happened to be in one of the greatest stadiums in the country.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. I love it. I love it. You all make Alabama look so well. So good. I love it. I am proud to be an Alabamian. Wow. And you ladies inspiring me to do something different. I don't know about flag football because I don't have that kind of talent. You ladies have. But your story, your journey is inspiring, and it makes us, the viewers and those that are watching or listening, kind of like inspire us to do something different. You never know the outcome of it. And with you all, and a shout out to the coach, thank you so much for your leadership. This is what it has developed into. And they are so amazing. And just 3 years into this program, I can only imagine what the future holds.
Well, and they can speak to this more, but this is their second sport. Most of the kids that play, this is their second sport. They're get away from their main sport. And I let them speak to that because it is all of them, you know, nobody on this team is currently seeking a flag football scholarship. They're softball, soccer, a different sport, and they can talk about doing something different than their primary sport and how that, you know, was rewarding for them.
Well, I would like to know that. So let's tell us the other sports that you play outside of girls flag football.
I play softball. Softball's my main, and I'm looking into my recruitment right now. And so it was definitely different going from softball, where it's kind of like you do your own thing, like pitching, it's just yourself, and you have like a defense behind you. But with flag football, it's more of a team. Like you rely on each other, and we really didn't care who got the job done.
Wow.
And so it's definitely different, but it brings out the more competitive and gritty side.
That's interesting. Because I was wondering when you were talking, what is the difference with the two sports? And you said it so well. How about you?
For me, I've played soccer since I was 4 years old, and soccer is not a one-person sport, and it is very different from flag football. And coming into this program, like, I had to learn a lot. I had to learn how to, like, what routes to run, what were the plays, like, just how to play in general. But soccer, like, it just kind of came natural to me. So, I mean, flag football is my second sport, but there's it holds a place in my heart that I didn't think it would.
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, the first summer that I came over, I came over for softball, and then one of the parents were like, you know, you should come play flag football. And at first I wasn't really up to do it, and then I did go to one of the practices, and I realized how fun like flag football actually was.
Wow, that's amazing. That is amazing. So, ladies, tell us, what was your favorite game and your most challenging this year with flag football?
I'll say my favorite game was beating Auburn to go to the Final Four. No, to the Elite Eight. Because I played last year, and when they beat us in the quarterfinals, it was kind of like a heartbreaking moment because playing softball against Auburn, it was a big rival game, and we don't like losing. Like you said, we're big competitors. And so beating them, it was just like, because they beat us last year, and so it just felt good to get them back for what they did last year.
That's the competitive side of her. I love it.
And the hardest game, I'll say, was when we went down to Dothan. And we beat them 13-12, but that was an emotional game, and we were all kind of just hyped up, and we should have just stayed. And because we're good, we have so many athletes, and so a lot of preparation, we can do a lot of damage.
Oh, wow. That's key right there. That's a life lesson. A lot of preparation. The force that you are. I love that. How about you, ladies?
Mine was the Auburn game. It was like 7-7 right before half, and Mariah actually threw me the Hail Mary, and we went up 14-7 right before half, and it was just like the motivation like between the whole team was just like a switch, and the energy that was brought after halftime was something I'll never forget. And then the most challenging game was definitely the Dothan game. We had them on the 1 yard line, and they were up. I mean, we were up 13-12 and we couldn't let them score. And we just had to come together as a team and know that we were playing for more people than just ourselves, and
It's good.
we had to execute.
Oh wow, I love it. I love it.
My favorite game was also the Auburn game because last year when they beat us and we were out, it was so heartbreaking and we just wanted revenge. And so this time we were able to come out and beat them. And then the most challenging game was also the Dothan game. We just weren't playing like ourselves. I think we were trying to do too much. And so, you know, the fourth quarter, like last couple seconds of the game, they were on the 1 yard line about to score, and we knew that we couldn't have them.
Oh, amazing. Oh, wow. You all are giving some life lessons as well. Now, Coach, you've seen these young ladies grow over a year. And as a coach, because I know you're motivating them, pushing them, encouraging them, training them. But what would you say to the ladies as a whole that the ladies you've seen that they have really gained from this experience?
Probably just not doubting herself. You know, doubt can, especially in softball, I speak to that, failure's part of that game. You know, if you hit 400, you're an all-state player. That means you failed 6 out of 10 times. So being able to handle failure is huge. And then just believing in yourself and knowing that it's okay to mess up. It's okay to, you know, make a mistake. Again, they alluded to it. It's about the team concept, picking each other up and playing the next play. But just the confidence in their ability to know it's going to be all right. And we said it all year, and it wasn't arrogant. It was just what we believed, and that the only team that could beat us was us. And in the Dothan game, they alluded to it. We dealt with an injury, and we dealt with some things that were out of our control down there. They were able to overcome it, and it was really a turning point. We had to get some attitudes in check, and you know, maybe we thought we were a little better than we were at the time, but it was a wake-up call, and somehow we got out of there with a win. I still don't know how it happened, but it was a wake-up call. It was a reflective moment for us coaches to figure out what we can do better at practice to get them ready, and they responded to what we put in front of them, and they're just a championship team. And to speak to the favorite game, the Auburn game meant so much to them because Auburn went on to win the state championship last year. And we came up, they beat us 3 times last year, so they were the better team last year, but in the final game, we had the ball driving, and we ran out of time on the 4 yard line. They beat us by 6 on the 4 yard line as time expired. And to know that you were 12 foot away, you know, from possibly going on to win that game and win possibly a state championship, because after that, Auburn pretty much dominated the next few games they played in. But as I told them after the game, it wasn't our time. And I think losing that game motivated this team to become what it became. And it was emotional because Auburn it was really good this year, and they've got some really good players. They're well coached, and to win it on their field was a big deal. My favorite game was state championship game, you know, because that's when history was truly made. But the Auburn game was emotional for them to overcome. The hardest thing for coaching was trying to get them ready for the Daphne game after the Auburn game, because coming off an emotional win, you got to be ready for the next one, and they responded to anything we threw at them. So it was led to why we're sitting here today.
Wow, amazing. As a coach, you are just truly amazing. I can hear and feel the heart in your coaching abilities. How do you keep them motivated, even when they have those sad times like that? How do you keep them motivated?
It's difficult. Sometimes you just got to challenge them when they're competitors like they are. You just honestly got to make them think that you doubt them a little bit, and they're gonna prove you wrong.
Oh wow!
You know, so Coach Bell, he's our AD now. We learned a long time ago. Sometimes you just got to say, well, elite athletes can do this. It's okay if you can't, and they flip a switch.
Okay.
You know, sometimes you got to. You know, a coach is more than just X's and O's. You have to be a psychologist. You
Yeah,
have to be a counselor.
I
You have
love
to be all
it.
kinds of things.
It
And-
works.
And I've got our staff is terrific.
Amazing.
Coach Griggs is like their mom. Dr. Taylor, same thing.
I told you.
But anyway, sorry about that. And Coach Jackson, he's kind of keeps them even keel, but we all fed off each other. And Coach Bell kind of brings a different edge to them, but you know, we play good cop, bad cop, whatever we got to do to get it out of them.
Love
You know, but sometimes just challenging the competitors enough to get what you need.
I love it. I love it. So as we get ready to bring this highlight, East Alabama highlight, to a close, I would like for you ladies to speak from your heart your appreciation for your coach. Because you all spend a great deal of time with the coach, and sometimes the players don't realize the sacrifice the coach makes. But as a form of gratitude from you all as players, I think it would inspire and encourage him as well. Share your gratitude for your coach and what he has poured into you.
I'm very grateful for Coach Holt. I've been around him with softball and now flag football. It's just, we can't get enough of each other. And the time that we spend together, it truly does mean a lot, because you never know when you're going to get that time back.
Yes.
And you're going to miss high school ball once it's over with.
Mm-hmm.
And so the time that he puts away from his family to help us achieve and make history, it's just like, it's awesome. And it's really emotional because I'm a junior and I only have one more year left, and so it does mean a lot.
Oh, sweet. That's sweet. I felt that too.
Before the season started, Coach Holt was like, come play. I really want you to be on the team. And I was like, okay, like, I'll give it a try. But throughout the season, like, he put so much, like, effort and sacrifices into the team, like, not only to me, but it just, like, I couldn't, like, thank him enough for everything he's done for me. And when I didn't understand where I was supposed to be on the field or what I was supposed to be doing, he was always there to, like, tell me, you need to do this, or, like, make sure I knew what I was doing before I stepped on the field. And I just couldn't thank him enough.
Oh, wow.
Coach, I don't think you know how much you actually mean to everybody. You know, we couldn't be here without you in softball or flag. And, you know, I go home and I tell my mom what you say, like some of your stuff, like some of your quotes.
The good ones, right? Okay.
Oh, sweet. Sweet.
We just couldn't be here without you.
Praise God.
Yeah.
Oh, that,
Well, we wouldn't be here without them. And I've got 2 kids of my own, but with softball and flag, I've got probably extra 60 or 70
I
of
know,
them. So,
I know.
and that's, you got to come from the heart in anything you do. And if it's ever not there, you need to give it up. Let somebody else do it, because I tell the parents we're going to treat them like they're our own, which is not always easy. You know, you're going to be rough on them at times when they need it, but it comes from the right place. And if it ever doesn't, I'd advise any coach or any teacher to step away from it. You know, I've got, like I said, a son and a daughter, but I've got a bunch of daughters.
Yes, I know.
And the extension of Emma, you know, Emma's my one and only,
Exactly.
but I have a lot of extended family that I'm blessed with. And like I alluded to earlier, as a leader, the best thing you can do is hire good help. And I've been able to do that in both sports. And I've got good people around. Good people make a difference.
Oh, wow. Well, you all are such a blessing and an inspiration, and I can feel that, Coach. Like, these are your children as well. And what he has done is push you all, push the best out of you. And sometimes that's what we need. And I love it that you ladies appreciate it. You appreciate it. Wow. Woo. Well, this has been phenomenal, and we want to say congratulations again to Central High School girls flag football team, our state champions here in 2023, and we just expect nothing but greater from you ladies. So we want to say thank you for being a voice for the entire team, and thank you for just making us proud in our community.
Thank you for having us.
Absolutely. Before we close out, tell us your positions.
I'm a running back for the offense, and then I play middle back, linebacker.
I'm a wide receiver and I play corner.
I'm a wide receiver. Sometimes I play quarterback, and I'm a safety.
These ladies are amazing. They're a beast. Well, we hope you've enjoyed this East Alabama highlight, celebrating and sharing with you our state champions here out of Phoenix City Central High School. You've been watching here on Beam TV.